This episode contains chaotic magical battles, cartoonish violence, and themes of manipulation and power imbalance. Listener discretion is advised. When the magical balance of fairy world tips too far in either direction, reality doesn't bend, it breaks. Cosmo and Wanda, the chaos and the clarity, the ridiculous and the responsible. Together, they've survived thousands of magical disasters, bad wishes, and each other. In the other, Anti-Cosmo and Anti-Wanda. They're twisted reflections from the anti-fairy world, smarter, meaner, and far more unstable. They don't grant wishes. They warp reality to ruin it. Two couples, 4 wands, one multiverse caught in the middle. It's love and loyalty versus deception and destruction. Let's see who rewrites the rulebook. Welcome back to Revenge and Madness Chaos Crucible, where absurdity meets apocalypse, and even cartoon couples can burn worlds. Today's showdown isn't just personal, it's universal. Cosmo and Wanda are more than just fairy godparents. They're a magical balancing act. One brings joy, the other brings judgment, and together they protect reality from wish-fueled disaster. Anti-Cosmo and Anti-Wanda? They're not here granting wishes. They're here to turn dreams into nightmares and laugh while doing it. This isn't just a clash of wands. It's a war of philosophies, of partnership versus manipulation, of silly love versus strategic cruelty. Let's break them down. In the world of fairies and anti-fairies, balance is everything. But balance doesn't mean peace. It means tension, chaos, and conflict just waiting to explode. Cosmo and Wanda have been together for centuries, navigating magical disasters, ridiculous wish requests, and raising a human child with questionable judgment. Wanda is the backbone, smart, powerful, rule-savvy. Cosmo? He's not. But his unpredictable nature and bizarre logic make him just as valuable in a fight, even if it's by accident. Together they've saved fairy world and the human world more times than they can count, mostly because Cosmo lost count. Their strength lies in unity, love-driven, emotionally charged, and surprisingly coordinated when the wands start flying. Anti-Cosmo and Anti-Wanda. They're the mirror image, and the nightmare version. Anti-Cosmo is brilliant, articulate, and absolutely malevolent. He leads the anti-fairies not with love, but with strategy and fear. He doesn't just want to defeat Cosmo, he wants to erase the balance entirely. Anti-Wanda, on the other hand, is abrasive, destructive, and takes nothing seriously, except her hatred for everything sweet, sparkly, or loving. They're not a partnership. They're a calculated alliance of two powerful magical beings who hate everyone else more than they hate each other. So the advantage here goes to the anti-fairies. Cosmo and Wanda have heart, but Anti-Cosmo and Anti-Wanda have plans. In a head-to-head dynamic, love gets messy, but manipulation gets results. Fairy magic is unstable by design, but in the hands of these four, it becomes a weapon of mass reality warping. Cosmo and Wanda wield raw, unpredictable energy of fairy world magic. Wanda is a master of defensive and restorative spells, barriers, transfigurations, healing, and damage control. She knows every rules and rules, and how to bend them when needed. Cosmo? He's the wild card. His magic isn't refined, but it's spontaneous, often bending logic to its breaking point. Whether turning an enemy into a chicken or accidentally opening a rift in space-time, he adds unpredictability that's dangerous, even to those casting it. Together, their power is rooted in adaptation. Wanda's control mixed with Cosmo's chaos allows them to react and recover with surprising speed. They've handled dimensional threats, time loops, and even entire wish-fueled apocalypses, and still made it home in time for bedtime. Anti-Cosmo and Anti-Wanda. however, don't just react, they orchestrate. Anti-Cosmo's magic is cerebral, illusions, probability manipulation, and quantum destabilization. He warps perception and luck, often without the target even knowing it. Anti-Wanda complements this with sheer brute magical force, explosions, hexes, and entropic surges meant to disrupt and dismantle. She's a wrecking ball, and he's the one pointing her at the walls. Their spells corrupt rather than create. Their aim isn't control, it's unraveling. And in combat, that's a terrifying goal. So the advantage here goes to Cosmo and Wanda. Anti-Cosmo and Anti-Wanda are clever and cruel, but Cosmo and Wanda bring versatility. Their fusion of instinct and precision allows them to adapt to almost any scenario. And in a duel this chaotic, adaptability wins. When you've got two wands each and a battlefield that bends to imagination, it's not just about who's stronger, it's about how well you move together. Cosmo and Wanda, for all their dysfunction, have synergy that's been tested under fire. Wanda anticipates Cosmos' chaos and redirects it. Cosmo reacts to danger not with logic, but with gut instinct, and sometimes accidentally brilliant. When they work together, their teamwork flows like a bizarre but effective dance. Wanda sets up defenses, counter spells, and battlefield control, while Cosmo throws the unexpected into the mix. Surprise spells, reality twists, or just good old-fashioned banana peels. What makes them effective isn't perfection, it's unpredictability and trust. They cover each other's weaknesses and amplify each other's strengths. And when push comes to shove, they'd rather lose magic than lose each other. Anti-Cosmo and Anti-Wanda? They're tactical, methodical, and cold-blooded. Anti-Cosmo calculates 3 steps ahead. He's the chess master, placing illusions and traps where his enemies will fall into them. Anti-Wanda's brute magical power is unleashed at that perfect moment. Devastating blasts, misdirection, or wide-scale chaos unleashed with zero hesitation. They don't trust each other, they use each other. But that makes them dangerous. There's no hesitation, no compassion, no mistakes born from emotion. It's a deadly dance of logic and destruction. So your advantage here goes to Cosmo and Wanda. In war, trust is power. Cosmo and Wanda's connection is messy, but it's genuine. Anti-Cosmo and Anti-Wanda are sharper, but when things go wrong, and they will, only one team knows how to fall apart together and still win. In a battlefield fueled by imagination, mischief, and magical warfare, it's easy to assume the cold, cunning minds of Anti-Cosmo and Anti-Wanda would prevail. And for a while, they might. They'd trap Cosmo in his own confusion, turn Wanda's logic against her, hit fast, hit hard, and twist every rule they can warp. But Cosmo and Wanda? They've been surviving chaos forever. They don't just adapt, they thrive in the unpredictability. Their strength isn't just in spells, it's in trust, in love, in knowing that the other will always catch the magical equivalent of a falling anvil. Cosmo brings chaos, Wanda brings control, and together they bring the kind of magical synergy that not even anti-fairy sabotage can match. Anti-Cosmo may play chess, but Cosmo and Wanda? They play Calvin ball, with wands, and they win by changing the game. So your winners here are Cosmo and Wanda. In the end, Revenge and Madness doesn't just explore power, it explores partnership. Anti-Cosmo and Anti-Wanda had precision, strategy, and plenty of malice, but Cosmo and Wanda had trust, heart, and the ability to turn pure chaos into unexpected brilliance. This wasn't just a magical brawl. It was a relationship test wrapped in fireballs and sarcasm. Thanks for stepping into the Chaos Crucible with us. Next time, we light the fuse on another ridiculous rivalry, because in this universe, even love and war come with glitter.